Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you the top tricks on the Xiaomi 15. Okay, so let's begin. So first thing I'm gonna show is the quick bow feature. So simply let's go into the settings, scroll down a little bit until we find the additional settings. And now, without the accessibility features, we have the quick bow. So simply let's click on it. Over here we can enable or disable this feature. So let's keep it on enable, and now let's click on select shortcuts. As you can see, we have those 5 options starting from the torch, menu, lock, screenshot, and the last option is back. But you can, if you want, you can change those shortcuts, and you can pick between the Wi-Fi, mobile data, Bluetooth, silent, lock orientation, long press, the power button, clear cache, home, 100 mode, and apps. So let's change the menu, for example, one-handed mode. Let's click on turn on. And now how you get access to the quick bow. Over here, as you can see, we have this small icon, and when you simply click on it, this menu shows up. And now we have our torch, lock screen, screenshot, and the one-handed mode right in this place. So when I click on torch, as you can see, the flashlight enables. Okay, now let's pick the one-handed mode. And now we are in the one-handed mode, so it's more comfortable to use with the one hand. And if you want to exit this, simply click on this gray area. Okay, other option is the screen lock. As you can see, the phone went black, and now we need to unlock it. And now we got the screenshot. I'm sure all of you know what screenshot basically does, so that's how you can make a screenshot pretty fast by simply click on the quick bow, boom, and we have our screenshot. And also we have the back option. We simply go back between the windows. Instead of doing the gestures, we can use this feature. Okay, let's get back to quick bow settings. We also have something called preferred gesture. So basically it's on the tap, but we also have the swipe. So when you have the tap, if you want to use some of these features, you need to tap on it. But when you change it into swipe, just simply enable the menu and then swipe your finger. As you can see, when I'm pointing the torch, you can see that this button gets a little bit bigger, so it means that I'm now about to enable the flashlight. When I release my finger, the flashlight is on. And if I want to enable, same thing, I swipe my finger and release. It's all the same with the other options. So screenshot, and when I release my finger, the screenshot gets taken. So that's how it works. We also have the hide automatically option, and here we can select between all of these apps. Also, move aside when full screen. If you want, you can enable it or disable, it's up to you. And another option below is stick to the edge after 3 seconds of inactivity. So what this basically does, when I turn it on and I enter the quick bow, and now let's don't do anything, and see what happens. Oh, sorry, but first you need to click on the X button, and now this small dot will just simply hide. Oh, just like that. You can see how this works. We also have the wake up areas. You can pick between the default or the custom, and now you simply adjust the size of the quick bow. So now it's minimum, and now it's on the maximum. Okay, so that's one of the features. We also have the gesture shortcuts. We have the launch digital assistant, take a screenshot, partial screenshot, launch camera, turn on torch, and back tap. So what launch digital assistant do is when you simply hold the power button for 0.5 seconds, the digital assistant shows up. We also have a take a screenshot. That's really pretty simple. We can use between the slide 3 fingers, volume down and power up. I'll show you both of these options. So now let's start with the volume down and power. Simply click, the screenshot gets taken. And that's pretty easy, but in my opinion, more convenient and more satisfying is doing screenshot with the slide move. So simply place your 3 fingers and then slide. So did it work? Again. Oh, and that's how you take a screenshot. Also, you can take a partial screenshot, which is right over here. So now let's again do this move, but let's hold the 3 fingers on the screen. And that's basically how you can enter the specific area that you want to take the screenshot of. So let's say I want to take the screenshot only of this part of the screen. And now here you can click on save and the screenshot will be saved. Okay, we also have the launch camera. We can enable it over here. And now let's simply press the power button twice and the camera should launch. Oh, just like that. As you can see, the camera enabled, so that's this feature. We can go back again into the gesture shortcuts. And the last thing is the turn on torch. But if you want to enable this, when you have the launch camera enabled, you need to pick between one of those options. You can't have both of them at the same time. So if you want to have the torch, you need to replace it with the camera. So now I simply tap, the torch is on. So that's pretty simple. Okay, so the next thing is the AI option. If you want to enable the AI Gemini assistant, all you need to do is to hold the power button. And for example, we can ask AI to do something or to get some information, which is really convenient. We don't need to, type in the browser the thing we want to search. We can simply ask the AI. You also have the AI icon on your screen. You can type with your keyboard or you can use the voice comments. So, for example, let's ask the AI, what is the weather in New York? That's an example. So, let's hold the power button and ask using the voice comments. So, what is the weather today in New York right now? And now we have our answer. As you can see, it's 10 degrees. I'll show you another example. We can ask for a recipe on something. Let's say it will be pizza. So let's use our voice commands. Give me a recipe for pizza, please. And now, as you can see, we have all the ingredients, how to make a delicious pizza. So that's also really convenient. We don't need to check for the recipe in internet. We have a recipe right in our hand by only using the AI. So that's also a pretty nice feature. And the last thing I'm gonna show you is the dual app option. So let's go into the settings, scroll down a little bit and into the apps. And now we have this option, dual apps. So let's click on it. You can also delete over here and you can read about it. So as you can see, dual apps are app copies which can be used separately with a different account. Some dual apps require Google Services Framework support. In such cases, dual Google Services Framework is created. So if you want to use the double apps, simply select the apps you want to use. And now they are over here. As you can see, we have both two Netflixes, and we can use both of them from different accounts. So that's also really convenient. We don't need to switch between the accounts. One of them, for this example, account 1, and this is account 2. Okay, so that's all in this video. If you find this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.